We are back in the kitchen this morning at Bloom and Bliss. We are not making soap today. Today we're making shower steamers at the request of my son-in-law. So I have my ingredients out here. There are a couple different phases. Our dry phase, we have baking soda, citric acid, kaolin clay, and cornstarch. And then for my white phase, I'm actually using menthol crystals, a little grapeseed oil, a little polysorbate 80. I may need some witch hazel. My first batch, I am doing peppermint, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And I may do a second batch of lavender, lemon, and tea tree. I have my moon press molds here. These are, you can adjust the size. Get it to, I have a couple different ones. I have some cylinder ones and some square ones. If those give me any difficulty, I'll just make them simply a half round shape. I have some other moon press that I use for my bath bombs, some medium and some large sizes. I have some utensils. I have my little pipette here. I have my recipe. My scale is out of batteries, so I will go to the back bar here. I will measure on my scale and we'll come back and make shower steamers. I am back. I have measured out my baking soda, my cornstarch, and my kaolin clay. I've measured out my citric acid. And here I've melted my menthol crystals with my grapeseed oil and my polysorbate 80. And these are actually menthol crystals. They're very cool. And you just melt them down and they're very menthol smelling. And I have a little bit of essential oil in here. And we'll get to mixing. This is a new recipe, so I'm anxious to see how this one works. I have made shower steamers in the past, so I'm just making a small little batch right now, just to give them a good test. Get all my oil, essential oils in there. You really don't even need essential oil because the menthol is quite strong. You really want to mix this up good before adding in your citric acid. And we're going for a consistency of a wet sand. We're going to want it to clump together nicely. If it doesn't, then I'll just slowly add some spritzes of witch hazel in. Just want it to be well incorporated. I could add some colorant, but this is a shower steamer. I think I'm just going to leave it natural. You can see it kind of clumps together. So I'm going to try and go with this. I'm not going to spray any witch hazel. small ones is there's not a little dial here to change the depth, and I didn't want a shower steamer that is this deep. It doesn't need to be twice this tall. So I was having to kind of adjust midway. So I found that if I just leave it as it is, fill it halfway, and that seems to work when I go to press it out. This one got a little bit small, a little bit thin. So I'll try to add a little bit more to it. Here we go. There we go. That one's a little bit taller. This small batch is going to get me about 8 shower steamers, which was good. I'm pretty happy with the recipe. So the next time I'll definitely make a larger batch. Beautiful. Just a little bit too big for a shower steamer. I think these are the perfect size. So I'm going to let these dry for at least 24 hours and I'll come back and package them up. So I had a little bit left in my bowl. Let's add a little water and see what we get. Oh yes. Look at that. That's a nice fizz and a nice smell in your shower. Thank you for sticking around till the end of the video, and I will see you in the next one.